it's Jessie V. So I am sure you're very excited about this video because I am very happy to tell you my final findings, the final update about what happened to my missing best friend. I finally got some serious answers, and they're not completely in detail, but at least I know more than I did before. So for those of you who are new to my channel and have not heard about this ongoing story, I will link the other videos down below. But if you don't have time to watch those, I will briefly put a couple clips of what I've said before about her, so here you go, recap.
Back in grade 7, I made this really good friend, let's call her Sasha. We became friends through grade 7 and then through grade 8, and we were really hoping that we would be able to go to high school together. School finally rolled around. One day Sasha didn't show up for school. A week goes by, an entire week. And as you can imagine, I was extremely confused as to where my best friend was. I went home that night, I tried texting her and calling her, and my number was blocked. I went onto Facebook to her profile was gone. It was completely gone. I went onto her MySpace, it was gone. Everything that she had online was gone. We went over to her house, we knocked on the door, and no one answered. There was no one there, there was no cars in the driveway, everything was gone. She completely disappeared out of this world. She was just missing, just gone.
Okay, so what ended up happening was one of my really close friends ended up watching my first and second video about this missing friend, and they called me and told me that they knew exactly who I was talking about. So I got super excited to hear this because I finally realized that they may have more information for me, which they did. So they told me that this girl and them were actually really close, which surprised me because she never told me that she was friends with one of my friends. I never saw them hang out together, but apparently after school they would get together all the time to do homework. And the day that she went missing, apparently she had gone crying to his doorstep, knocking on the door, freaking out, crying. He opened it to see her there. She basically collapsed in his hallway, just crying, full of tears, and she told him that she was moving. And he was asking, like, where are you going? Why are you going somewhere? And she wouldn't really tell him where or why, but she said that her dad got a job somewhere else and she had to go. And that's all the information I really got from him. And it kind of hurt me because she was really, really close to me. And instead of coming to me the day she went missing, she went to someone else, which, it kind of stings, but at least she did go to someone for help, even if that wasn't me, you know? So that's not the end of this video. I was at the grocery store, I don't know, about a week ago, and I ran into one of my teachers from my old school where she went. And my teacher happened to watch my videos, and she was so excited to see me again, and she was like, I can't believe you're on YouTube. I can't believe you make videos for a living now. That's crazy. Remember when you were in my class, blah, 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 all kinds of teacher conversation, you know? And that's when she said, oh, by the way, I watched one of your videos about that girl from our school. And I was like, did you really? Do you have any more information on that? Please tell me. And she's like, yeah, she moved to Washington. And I was like, oh, that's really random. Do you know why? And she told me that her dad had a really high up position somewhere and he had to transfer really quickly to Washington. Her dad's job cannot be told to anybody, so that's kind of mysterious to me. I don't know what he does, but apparently he has a really important position and his position can change really quickly, so they could move somewhere and suddenly he's needed somewhere else and their whole family has to pick up and move. So that was basically a situation she was in. I don't know what her dad did. Like, I've met her dad a couple times and he's a very, like, to himself guy. He never really spoke to me. I would come into their house and say, like, hi, how are you? And he would just sort of nod his head, grunt, and walk away. Like, he never really made any interactions with me. He was this really big, buff, tall guy. Looked like he could have been a bodyguard or something, so I don't know if that's what he was doing. But yeah, at least I know where she is now. She's in Washington. And in regards to why she had to get rid of all her social media and change her number, the teacher said that it was because of her dad's job. No one could know where they went. So I don't know if that gives you guys any more closure. It does sort of for me. I know I haven't gotten all of the answers, but I know where she is to a point, and I know why she left to a point, if you know what I mean. And this is gonna be my final update because there's honestly nothing else I can really find out for you guys. That's about it. So I hope it does give you some closure. And yeah, I know this was a slightly short video, but I definitely had to update you guys as soon as I heard about this. So yeah, and don't forget there are still tour tickets available. They're in the description of my video. It is for Ontario, Canada, and Quebec. This tour is gonna be crazy, so much fun. I have tons of exciting things planned for you guys. 3 never before seen videos. So if you'd like some tickets, they are down below, along with my other social media information. And yeah, have an awesome day, guys. Until next time, bye!